Hello, my dear students. Welcome to another session of class in ICSE Biology. In the previous session, we discussed about formation of image by eye and also about eye defects. In this session, we will be learning about another sense organ, that is the human ear. Human ear is one of the sense organ which helps the humans to hear the sounds. The structures which are the inside the ear that will help us to hear the sound and to send to the brain. So let us understand in detail about the structure of human ear. We can study the structure of human ear by dividing it into three main parts: the outer ear, the middle ear, and the inner ear. The outer ear consists of ear pinna, this is the ear pinna, and auditory canal. These are the two main structure which the external ear consists of. Pinna is a structure which everyone can see and we call it as ear. We cannot see the inner side of the ear which are actually functioning inside the ear, but what we can see is the pinna. There is no exact functioning of this ear pinna, but it is believed that this pinna will help in receiving the sounds from different direction and sending it to the ear canal. Ear canal is a hole which we can see from externally, through which the sound waves will pass to the other structures of the ear. This ear canal is also called auditory canal. So mainly the outer ear consists of pinna and the auditory canal. Coming to the next part, that is the middle ear. Middle ear consists of the eardrum. Here you can see the eardrum. All of you have heard about the eardrum, but the technical term or the biological term of the eardrum is tympanum. This eardrum is covered with the membrane which is called tympanic membrane. The function of the eardrum is receiving the sound from external and sending it to the next part, that is the middle ear. So middle ear mainly consists of these three bones. You can see here the three bones, the smallest bone in the human body. What is the name of these three bones? These are malleus, incus and stapes. To remember in the easiest way, you can call it as Miss Bones. M stands for malleus, I stands for incus and S stands for stapes. So in a simpler way, we can remember it as Miss Bones. These three bones also have another name called hammer, anvil and stirrup. Malleus is called hammer, incus is called anvil and stapes is called stirrup. And these three bones together it is called ear ossicles. So middle ear mainly consists of ear ossicles which receive the sound from the eardrum and send it to the next region, that is the inner ear. This middle region also contains two windows which are called round window and oval window. In this picture you can see the round window and oval window. The name is given based on the structure or the shape of the window. The window which is oval in shape, it is called oval window, and the window which is round in shape, it is called. These two windows are nothing but just opening from the middle region to the inner region. It just gives a connection between the middle ear to the inner ear. And coming to the inner ear, we can see mainly two parts, that is the semicircular canals and the cochlea. The other parts what you can see here, these are the subparts of this semicircular canals. So mainly we can see in the inner ear semicircular canals and the cochlea. Cochlea mainly helps in the hearing process and semicircular canals helps in the balancing of the body. The sound waves which are received by the middle ear will be sent to the next region, that is cochlea. The cochlea you can see here, it is somewhat spiral shaped which is also called snail-like structure. The cochlea is a snail-like structure which is having the actual cells of hearing. The cochlea as well as the semicircular canals are filled with a liquid called endolymph and perilymph. The both the side it will be filled with the perilymph and middle region of the inner ear is filled with endolymph. Peri refers to peripheral, so you can see here the blue colors, whatever the structure is there, that structure is filled with the liquid which is called perilymph, and inner region, that is the middle region, is filled with endolymph. Endo refers to inside. So endolymph and perilymph are the liquid which are filled in the inner ear. This is how the inner side of cochlea look like. This cochlea contains small hair cells which are called organ of Corti. So here you can see the cells which are called organ of Corti. These are having small hair cells which will receive the sound waves from the middle ear, and it will send to the next region, that is the nerve. So organ of Corti are the sensitive cells which will receive the sound waves and which will send the signal to the auditory nerves. These auditory nerves will receive the signals from the ear and it will send to the brain. In the brain, there will be a region which is sensitive to the hearing in the cerebrum that will receive the signal and it will help in understanding the type of sound wave. Coming to the next structure, that is semicircular canals, you can see the shape of the semicircular canals. It is somewhat semicircular in shape. That is why the name has been given as semicircular canals. We can see two vertical semicircular ring and one horizontal semicircular ring. These rings will end up in a bulge portion which is called ampulla. This ampulla will be filled with the liquid which helps in the dynamic balance of the body. Do you know that our body balance is controlled by the liquid which are present in the ear? The liquid which are present in ampulla will help in the balancing of the body when we are in motion, that is called dynamic balance, and when we are at rest, that is called static balance. That static balance will be controlled by these two structures, that is utriculus and sacculus. Utriculus and sacculus will help in maintaining the static balance, and semicircular canals will help in maintaining the dynamic balance of the body. This inner structure of the ear is called membranous labyrinth. This membranous labyrinth will help in maintaining the body balance as well as hearing. This is how the process of hearing takes place inside the human ear. Hope you have understood what are the parts involved in this and what is the function of each part. Thank you.